Pontiac Bonneville, the American Dreamboat. Picture this. You're cruising down Route 66, shades on, arm out the window, sun beaming down. What's beneath you? None other than the Pontiac Bonneville, a car so quintessentially American it ought to come with a side of apple pie. Introduced in 1957, this was Pontiac's way of saying, yes, we can make luxury cars too. Originally, the Bonneville was the automotive equivalent of a show pony. For 1957, it was a limited edition convertible firecracker with fuel injection, a novel idea at the time that claimed it could make even your milkman drive like Stirling Moss. Under its hood was the same 347 cubic inch V8 you'd find in other Pontiacs, but with a tweak that saw it throwing out 315 horsepower. That was a lot in the days when Elvis was still swiveling his hips and making the old folks nervous. As the years went on, the Bonneville became more accessible. Think of it as moving from caviar dreams to cheeseburger reality. But don't mistake that for settling down. No, the Bonneville remained rebellious, insisting on big engines, bigger fins, and an interior so plush you'd think someone stitched it together out of Sinatra's lounge suits. The 1960s saw this beast stretch to over 18 feet long. That's longer than some London flats, mind you. Now, the Bonneville wasn't just about size. It was also a rolling piece of art. Tail fins that looked like they could slice through butter, chrome accents, and a front grille that made you think it was constantly grinning at you. Menacingly, of course, like Steve McQueen with a secret. It screamed Americana from every angle. Ah, the interior! Sliding behind the wheel of a Bonneville was like stepping into a time capsule of mid-century goodness. Bench seats more cushioned than your grandma's favorite armchair, dials and gauges that were straightforward yet elegant, and enough room to host a cocktail party. This car wasn't just about getting you from point A to B, it was about looking good while you did it. By the mid-60s, the Bonneville was sporting the legendary 421 cubic inch V8, producing up to 376 horsepower. That's enough might to make even a loaded semi-truck shiver in its wheels. Yet, despite the power, the car handled like a boat, appropriate given its size. Steering was more of a suggestion than a command, and parking it felt akin to docking the Titanic. The Bonneville wasn't just a car, it was a statement. It said you had arrived, even if your arrival included the minor inconvenience of every turn equating to a three-point maneuver. But isn't that the charm? Today, we have rear-view cameras, parking sensors, and lane-keeping assist. But in a Bonneville, you had glamour, a bit of peril, and a whole lot of style. So, as we look back, let's appreciate the Pontiac Bonneville for what it was, a glorious, over-the-top representation of the American dream. It's a symbol of a time when bigger was better, chrome was king, and driving was an experience to savor, not merely survive. Pontiac may be gone, but the Bonneville remains an icon. It's not just a car, it's a rolling piece of history, screaming out that once upon a time, America made cars that could make miles disappear while making jaws drop. The Bonneville, ladies and gentlemen, a true American classic. Love what you see? Then smash that like button and subscribe to Auto Icons. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our trips down automotive memory lane. Let's keep the spirit of classic cars alive, one epic video at a time.